Hello everybody and welcome back to another short video from firepowergaming.com. The reason for the video today is the rather exciting news that we've reached 100 subscribers on the channel, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'd just like to thank everybody for their support. People who have liked, subscribed, commented to the channel, people who follow us on the Facebook, the people that made some purchases from the shop, which is enormously helpful in keeping everything going, and also everybody who has contributed so far to the videos and also to the blog. I'll put people's Twitter tags up in the description. But I have already thanked most of you over the Twitter, but contributions have been enormously welcome. So this is a bit of a kind of a hobby update, a bit of a project update, a bit of a channel update as well. So in reverse order, we've got lots of exciting things planned coming up on the channel. Very keen to get some more interviews out there. We've got a number of people lined up now who I'm going to be speaking to over the coming weeks and months. We're also planning to do a semi-regular series of videos with a slightly different take, but that's very much kind of a hush-hush at the moment, and I'll disclose more details around that in the fullness of time. So in regards to what I've been working on since we last spoke, if you recall, I was working on my Duxbury Minis. So these are my Anglo-Roman warriors. The base colours are on most of them now. I've just done the brown on the bases, so these guys are really now ready for a wash and some highlights, and then they will be based properly, and then they will go into the almost finished pile along with my previous unit as I continue to procrastinate around what I'm going to do with the shields. So that's a quick update on those guys. Hopefully they'll be finished by the end of the weekend. As I was thinking about what I could possibly do for, you know, a kind of a 100th subscriber video, my most popular video on the channel so far has been when I looked at the cheap plastic tanks that I sourced from AliExpress. And I had intended to go back to that and kind of update my progress on the cheap plastic tanks. So I'll attempt to do that now. Following on from the Panthers and the Tigers, I also found some T72s and some M1s on the AliExpress as well. And I think the 6 that I have cost me a little under £5, including postage from China, which again, incredibly good value. They are identical really to the World War II stuff that I picked up earlier. They have the same wheel and ball bearing style. I think they come from a company called 4D. And again, you know, shiny plastic, but the detail is sufficient, I think. You know, it's not the same as a metal cast model by any stretch of the imagination. These again are 1/144 scale, and I'm sure that people will comment that the road wheels aren't exactly right, and yes, you're right. The detail around the tracks in particular is the poorest element of the model. But you know, you have to remember these are only 10mm scale tanks, and from 3 feet away, that is very definitely the T72. And really, if you're going to count the number of road wheels and you're going to object to that, well, I think that there are more important things in life to worry about than that, perhaps. So 6 of these. 6 of these, as I say, follow a bit of a process. So the first part of the conversion is to get rid of the ball bearings and the road wheels. And that's simply a case of undoing the screws and they fall out. So easy peasy. Have to make a decision about whether you actually keep this piece in or not. I felt with the M1s that the front, the underside glacis wouldn't look correct if I took the plastic out altogether. So I've left it back in on these guys, but I've removed it altogether on the T72s and cut it around a little bit. So this is what I really wanted to show you. So this is one of the tanks that I finished working on last night, and all I've really done is to strip the plastic out, cut away some of this moulding so that you do get a little bit of a gap between the tank and the ground. This kind of apron is quite conveniently placed to disguise a lot of the crude hacking. So all I've done is give it a blast of Halfords Grey, ubiquitous Halfords Grey, and then a blast of Humbrol olive green. Then it's just been a case of dry brushing it up really, which has been a combination of English Uniform for an initial dry brush, and then buff to just pick out some of the details. The tracks, some of the furniture around the front, like the mud guards for want of a better word, and the apron at the front are in German grey, and everything then's just been weathered slightly with a dry brush of German camo medium brown. So for less than £1 a tank, all the way from China, I really don't think that they represent bad value at all, and paint up reasonably nicely. So just to finish this video, thank you everybody for subscribing, really do appreciate it. Looking forward to pushing on beyond the 100 mark now, and I hope you've enjoyed this catch up on the progress with the cheap Chinese tanks. Take care everybody, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, bye bye.